Three, two, one. Shalom. And give praise and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shabbat Dash. I'm gonna get double honor to the apostle and the elders of Jim Shalom to the Akim in sincerity. Shalom to the men and women of church and listening and learning. Now, I'm going over the fire that came from heaven. And I guess I wanted to do a lesson on this because I watched this lesson yesterday and it came to mind. You know, he said his brother basically had a dream about spiritual power and how he took flight. He started flying. But he was basically saying different brothers have a different connection with the Lord. Some spiritual powers, some the chariots. You know, that's ringing a bell today in my mind because I had a dream that, you know, I had saw a chariot and I came out of this place. I didn't know where it was, but it seemed like we was staying there for a period of time. But it was like, it wasn't bad. It was, you know, it was kind of decent. But it wasn't like we was living good. It was like we had, you know, we had to stay there for a little bit, you know. And it was all dark. The scene was all dark. And we went out, well, I went outside. And I saw this cloud and I looked up and I saw this square metal thing over it, like a chariot. And in a dream, I could feel my happiness. Like, I could feel myself, you know, screaming for joy and stuff like that. And I saw a beam come down. And everybody was backing up like they were scared and stuff like that. But I was so excited, like, you know, but, yeah, that's really it. That's the, you know, the little small dream that I had. But I just want to touch base on this, how the fire is the chariots, the what's the name? Yeah, the beams coming from the chariot, right? And how I'm gonna give an example on how the Most High used these chariots for multiple things. It's 2 Kings 1:10. And Elijah answered and said to the captain of 50, if I be a man of Yahweh Shemel Shah, then let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and thy 50. And there came down fire from heaven and consumed him and his 50. Okay. Now, let's go into this word fire. Let's see what it says.
Strong's H784. Aish. Aish.
Aish. Okay. Fire. Fire flames. Supernatural fire. Supernatural fire. You know, this is accompanying theophany. It's like a theophany. But it goes, this is some type of false god deity thing. But it says supernatural fire. See that? A supernatural fire. Okay. Now we gonna go into heaven. Okay. Sky, heaven, visible heavens. Sky, a ball of the stars. Okay. Now, this is what I want to get. Okay. It says, I think it says Shemayim.
Strong's H8064. Shemayim. Shemayim.
Shemayim. Shemayim. It says dual of an unused singular. Shemeh, meaning from an unused root. Okay, so it means lofty, the sky as a loft, and then a dual, the dual part, perhaps alluding to a visible arc in the clouds move, as well as to the higher either where the celestial bodies resolve. See that? A visible ark. That's where heaven goes into. So the other meaning of Shemayim, Yom. But that part goes into a visible ark in the sky amongst the celestial bodies. And that's talking about the angels. Right? And the Most High used this account, just to give the example, when he fed Israel when they were in the wilderness. Okay? It's Exodus 16:4. Then said the Lord, Yahweh, unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you. Right? Heaven. I mean, we can go into it again. Shemayim. Oh, yeah, Shemayim. See? Mean the same thing. Okay? Behold. Okay, let me start over. Salakia. Then said the Lord unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no. Right? In heaven, we know that went into a spiritual ark amongst the celestial bodies, right? So that ark is the chariots, and how that's going to be used, to bring down fire in these times, of course. But it's also the eyes of the Lord, and it's also, used for multiple things as weaponry, right? And when we went to the word fire, it also went and said, I said, Yahweh Shemel Shah's anger. Of course, they say metaphor, but the metaphor ones be the true ones for some reason. Where the fire at? Okay, there it is. Yeah, that God's anger, figuratively, but that's literal. Okay, and we may see this in these times a lot, and it even may be used for us, for us. But that was a little breakdown that I want to give. On I guess 2 Kings 1:10. But that's all for this lesson. I say shalom to the whole free elect, and it's on to the next.